You know, for a company that was once the biggest in the world, Motorola sure has fallen off the map. But did you know that they were actually the first to do a bunch of things that we use today? Like the first cell phone with a screen, the first mass-produced Android device? But how did this iconic brand fall so far? Well, let's start. It all started back in 1928 when two brothers named Joseph and Paul Galvin started a small electronics company called Galvin Manufacturing Corporation. Their products weren't very exciting, just some radios and record players. But this would all change after World War II, when they started developing new technologies for military use. This is also when they coined the now famous slogan, "Anything's possible." Because of their work with the military, the company grew significantly and eventually moved to a bigger facility in 1956. They changed their name to Motorola in 1957. The name Motorola is actually a combination of the words motor and Victrola. Anyway, throughout the 1960s, they continued to expand and acquire other companies. In 1960, they bought a company called General Electric, and 2 years later, they bought another company called Scopus, which gave them access to semiconductor technology. Throughout the 1970s and 80s, they developed several innovative products, like the world's first commercial cell phone, the Dynatac 8000X, which, by the way, didn't have a screen. You had to use the keypad to navigate. But despite its shortcomings, it paved the way for modern smartphones. After this, they developed the world's first mass-produced Android device, the Motorola Droid. And they also released one of the best-selling phones of all time, the Motorola razr, which popularized the flip phone form factor. However, with all these successes, they also faced many challenges. Throughout the years, they've been sued multiple times for patent infringement, most notably by Apple in 2010, where Apple claimed that Motorola infringed on 4 of its patents. This resulted in a $1 billion payout to Apple. This, along with the rise of new competitors, like Samsung and LG, caused Motorola's profits to decline, so they decided to sell their mobile devices business to Google in 2011 for $12.5 billion. But Google only paid $7.2 billion because they took a $5.3 billion write-down due to declining earnings. After this, Motorola's mobile business was put under a holding company called Motorola Solutions, while the home and automotive businesses were spun off into a separate publicly traded company called Motorola. And that's where we are today. Motorola Solutions has since acquired a bunch of other companies and is now worth over $80 billion. While Motorola has also grown significantly since then, they're still nowhere near as valuable as they once were. And that's why